Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. How are you today? I hope you're having a good day, and if not, well, maybe you'll get a laugh out of this video. But anyway, so a question. Do any of you have like a daily skincare routine that you do? My hair takes more than 5 minutes between blowing it dry and combing and curling my bangs. It ain't happening. Like, I was always like that. Like, or it takes too long. I got better things to do. And I guess I was kind of like that with my face regimen too. Like, if I would wash it, that was a good thing. And then I kind of got into herbal toners a few years ago, and messed with those, and used those, and like, so slowly, as in making soap and body products, I have realized that I make 98%, we'll give it a 98% of all my body products. Like, I make my own deodorant, I make my own toner, my own face cream, my own hyaluronic acid, vitamin C serum. I make my own under eye cream, and all that stuff. And I'm looking at my bathroom going, like, hairspray, the cheapest hairspray you can buy, really. It's just, it's not Aquanet, but it's I think my dad used that. Oh, it's not Aquanet, but it's like the cheapest one you can buy at the store. And then my toothpaste, which is actually not a cheap toothpaste. I kind of bounce back and forth between the herbal one at the dentist and one that is made by somebody at my voodoo doctor's office. Just like, I never used to do so much, and now I'm just like, and I don't sit there and do everything every day. The other thing was face masks. Those are cool. I've always liked face masks. I don't do them enough, but there's all the things. And if you do all the things, you don't have any time, right? Like, I don't know. That's just me. It was my thought process in all this, and it was just like, whatever. But anyway, we are making body butter today. I am out of my vanilla bean. I can't wait to use my vanilla bean infused oil that we made way back. It's not that far back, but it's back. So if you have issues with certain, because I know a lot of them contain coconut, I have a lingonberry spice one. Just a second. It's convenient having it here. Yeah, the lingonberry spice has just avocado oil, safflower oil, bodacious oil, and just the fragrance and arrowroot powder. So bodacious is great. It's a good substitute for coconut oil in soap. I didn't know how it would substitute in a body product, but it is very nice, very nice. The other one I have on hand is the mocha coffee mint. Oh, I love hot chocolate powder and peppermint in my coffee. And this is, it's delightful. But today, so we're gonna work on the vanilla bean and a calendula one in sesame oil. I'm not sure if I'm gonna scent that with my honeysuckle fragrance oil. Maybe it's a honeysuckle essential oil. I'm gonna have to double check that. Or if I'm gonna make that one its own herbal body butter, and then a honeysuckle one. You gotta have a good spring, summer body butter, right? So that's what we're doing today. So 3 things: dream big, be true to you, and you are worth it. Let's go check out the video. Bye. Okay, here we go. So this is my vanilla bean infused coconut oil. I tried to leave most of the little beanie grits in the bottom of the jar. Last time I had too many. But yeah, you can see the little black specks. This is just a little beeswax that I add to my vanilla bean because I do ship it often in the summer. So try and keep it solid a little bit. This is my Rocher butter. Rocher has a scent to it. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's got such wonderful skin properties. You gotta add it. This is my roasted cocoa butter wafers. They're delightful. And this is the raw shea, and then I had a little bit of refined shea that I wanted to just use up, and I thought I would add it to this one. Here is our beautiful infused, the vanilla bean infused sunflower oil. Isn't it just beautiful? It's just gorgeous. And here, then you melt it down using either a double boiler or a microwave. But see, it's not totally melted, so it's probably around 146, 150. And you need to make sure it's totally melted. So you got to get it up there to like maybe 170. Because of the shea, you want to keep it at a higher temp for about 10 to 15 minutes. Otherwise, your products will get really gritty because of the raw shea. And you don't want that happening. So, 160, 170 degrees for about 10 minutes in there. And then this is when I put it in the fridge and it was starting to solidify, which is what you want it to do. You could start whipping it, but you don't really, I find it doesn't whip up very well. So when I pulled it out again, it was about 66 degrees. And see, it's chunking up. It's not totally solid, but it's chunky. So that is when I started to beat it. Now, I don't add all my ingredients at the in the fridge or before it goes into the fridge. So I added my Peru Balsam Essential Oil, my arrowroot powder, and I didn't add vitamin E to this one. But make sure your beater's on low before you hit that sucker because you'll have arrowroot powder all over the kitchen. And you beat it till it doubles. Okay, so depending on the consistency and what product, like what your ingredients are, I have found that it just depends. Usually about 5 minutes is what I end up doing. And then my jars I spray with isopropyl alcohol and the lids, and I let them air dry. Okay, I don't wipe them out, I just let them air dry. They are supposed to be like sterile because they come in these little bags, but just to be safe. And then make sure you tear your scale. So when you're filling it up, you're not counting the jar. Also, this is a 4-ounce jar, and I get about a good solid 3 ounces of body butter in it. Sometimes there's a little room just because of how it whipped up. This was the honeysuckle and orange. See how smooth that is? But I also there was no cocoa butter in this one, and softer butters, softer oils. It's delightful. Okay, and I just wanted to show you like the how they turned out. I didn't get any of the sesame and calendula, which I was really sad. This is just my jar, the extra jar I have. I've been buttered and slathered so much, it's amazing, because I use the spatulas every time I'm done and all that. I get to put this with my emu body butter. That's a whole nother story. This is the honeysuckle and orange, and it is just smooth, delightful, really, really great texture. Blends in very quickly. I don't even think it takes 15 seconds, and it's a little bit glossy at first, but I mean, I don't really see, it's not like heavy, you know what I mean? And this is the vanilla bean. And believe me, there's like half the amount of vanilla beans in this than there was in the last batch. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was almost a scrub. No, no, this one's really delightful. And that sunflower infused vanilla bean, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So yummy and creamy. And yeah, it soaks in wonderfully. on your skin. I won't need any for like a week, I'm telling you. Okay, and a recipe. You know, my boys wonder why I don't just, throw it out there and talk over this. And it's like, if you guys heard how you talked, I mean, oh my gosh, I was listening to the recording. It's like, this is atrocious, you guys. But anyway, a simple body butter recipe for you. Mountain Rose Herbs has this basic one, and it doesn't use ounces. So it's a 1/4 cup shea butter, a 1/4 cup cocoa butter, a 1/4 cup coconut oil. Oh my gosh, that's supposed to be coconut oil. Cross that off. Coconut oil. And then a 1/4 cup liquid oil or an infused oil. So, I mean, you can use sunflower oil, almond oil, avocado, apricot, hemp. I don't ever use almond oil in my body butters just because my boys have allergies and, can't do that. Yeah, this will make, so I would use about, if you're doing ounces, it would be like 2 ounces of each, okay? So it'll make it'll make quite a bit, 8 ounces. So your additives are things you want to add extra. Vitamin E oil, I add to some and I don't add to all. So it's just if you prefer it. 1% max usage. To the recipe above, I would just add a couple drops. If you have you can just bust a capsule and put it in there if you wanted. Arrowroot powder and tapioca powder, usage is 1 teaspoon per 4 ounces of product. Okay, so you would probably use 2 teaspoons approximately for the recipe above. And your fragrance and essential oils. So the usual, okay, quote unquote, is 2% maximum. Check your manufacturer's recommendations. Use Google and find an essential oil calculator. In 4 ounces to 8 ounces, I don't even use what they normally put in. I put in, 4 drops of the Pearl Balsam essential oil. Okay, I don't use a lot. Beeswax, 1 teaspoon per 4 ounces for light. You can add more than that for a thicker. It'll make it thicker and harder, like less melty. If you're not whipping, you can make these without whipping them, but you're gonna need more beeswax, more like a salve. And I cannot remember, I'm sorry, how much that is, but it is the ratios are a different amount for that. I can't remember what it is. If it's 2 tablespoons per 2 teaspoons oil per 2 teaspoons butter. Something like that. I'm sorry. I'll look it up. Okay, so 1 ounce of beeswax into 1 cup total oils will give you a decent salve. And then you don't have to whip the body butter. You will just have a creamy body butter. Just make sure the container you pour it into can handle the heat at whatever temp it is. And there are my beautiful body butters. You cannot go wrong with any of these. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Let me know if you make it and how you like it. You have a good day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.